Alright guys, and welcome back to the world of Persona 4 Golden. But we're not here to do New Game Plus just yet. I've been getting a lot of requests to actually show off the artwork of the Giants of Pi extra feature from this game. So that's what we're going to do this episode, is actually just show off the artwork that they got in the extras. So give me a minute here while I'm tapping the Vita very hard right now. There we go. You gotta tap the corner of the screen just for it to pop up. So we're gonna look at the artwork of Giants of Pi. Here we go. Oh, Giants of P. I said Giants of Pi.
Giants of P. The initial draft of Yukiko Amagi's design. Here she's drawn wearing a rather retro-looking sweater.
She looks pretty cool in that.
Another early draft of Yukiko Amagi's design. In contrast to Chie, Yukiko's hair was shorter at this stage.
Really? Still looks pretty long to me. Her hair.
The finalized design for Kanji Tatsumi. The skull t-shirt and the jacket worn on the shoulders help sell Kanji's tough guy act.
Elvis!
The initial draft of Kanji Tatsumi's design. Since Kanji was initially established as a delinquent older classman, this design was considered for him at one point.
It's ridiculous. He looked like Elvis, man.
The finalized design for Teddy. The central point of his design was that he would be a character everyone could love.
Some of these we already seen, but we're gonna go through all of them again.
The initial draft of Teddy's design. There were a lot of abandoned experiments before eventually setting on the look seen in his finalized design.
Yeah, these experiments look like they failed. So used to the regular Teddy.
A rough version of Rise Kujikawa's finalized design. Since Rise is an idol who has tasted both the bitter and the sweet, she was designed as a girl who could express both. The initial draft of Rise Kujikawa's design. This early conception of her was as a female delinquent.
Rise looks so much like I in this picture.
The finalized design for Naoto Shirogane. She was designed in a way that suggested a boy detective. The initial draft of Naoto Shirogane's design. This version was suggested since the initial idea of Naoto's character was a short, pretty boy.
That's ridiculous, because she looks like Naru in that picture.
The finalized design for Nanako Dojima. The key element of this design was a younger sister all the characters would love.
Yay, Nanako! Nanako, everyone! Say hi to Nanako!
The initial draft of Nanako Dojima's design. Since this design made her seem too independent, her design was changed later to the one seen in the game. Another early design for Nanako Dojima. Her design was changed from a princess-like little girl who has lived a severely protected life to the one seen in the game.
Pretty princess pony Nanako. That's what that looks like.
The finalized design of Ryotaro Dojima.
Got my bourbon.
The regrets of a father who has reached middle age were incorporated into this design, which made it into the game.
Oh my god, he looked like a straight-up thug in this one.
The initial draft of Ryotaro Dojima's design. It was established that he was a detective, but since it made him seem more like a suspect, his design was changed later to the one seen in the game.
Why not keep it like that? Why not just have him look like a suspect? That would have been cool.
The finalized design for Toru Adachi. He was designed as someone who has a position of authority, yet is dull-witted and thick-headed.
Adachi. Adachi. Oh god.
The initial draft of Toru Adachi's design. Since this one
he looks so bad.
His design was changed later to the one seen in the game.
He looked too derpy in that picture. Oh my goodness.
The finalized design for Marine. Her design didn't change much from the early stages to the finished design.
Still looks pretty cool.
The initial draft of the Persona 4 protagonist design. You can see that even at this point, his bearing is very similar to the final designs.
That's cool. Mr. Narikami.
The finalized design for the Persona 4 protagonist. His sharp eyes are carefully drawn. The finalized design for Yosuke Honimaru. The defined bridge of his nose indicates that he's meant to be a pretty boy.
Pretty boy broske.
A rough design of Yosuke Honimaru in drag. Since it's established in the game that Chiesa Tanaka selected his outfit, this piece shows an oddly believable female.
That part spoiled me. That's one of the reasons why I didn't show off Giants of P earlier, because I knew I'll probably run into spoilers or something.
The initial draft of Chiesa Tanaka's design. You can see that her silhouette is quite different from the finalized design.
She had longy hair and everything.
The finalized design for Chiesa Tanaka. The overall idea was a cute girl who could believably exist in this world.
Waifu number 1.
The initial draft of Yukiko Amagi's design.
I think it just looped.
Here she's drawn with...
Yep, it looped. Alright, so now we can go to Giants of P number 2. I think this one shows all the persona. As you can see, I didn't even look at all these myself. It still says new on there.
The finalized design for Izanagi,
swag.
the Persona 4 protagonist's persona. The key aspect of his appearance was a manly bearing.
He has a zipper near his crotch area, which is hilarious.
The finalized design for Izanagi no Okami, the Persona 4 protagonist's awakened persona. The approach taken was to show a more mature, stronger version of Izanagi.
Swaganagi. Swaganagi.
The finalized design for Jiraiya, Yosuke Honimaru's persona. It was based off what Yosuke would imagine as a hero.
Is it me, or did they spell Jiraiya with a G?
The finalized design for Susanoo, Yosuke Honimaru's awakened persona. It was designed as what Yosuke would imagine as a persona that presides over storms.
Tomoe!
The finalized design for Tomoe, Chiesa Tanaka's persona. It was designed with a certain beloved martial artist of Chie's in mind.
And that looks so badass.
The finalized design for Suzuka Gongen, Chiesa Tanaka's awakened persona. The helmet has been changed from the one worn by Tomoe to an off-road version. The finalized design for Konohana Sakuya, Yukiko Amagi's persona. Its design emphasizes femininity, in contrast to Izanagi, the protagonist's persona. The finalized design for Amaterasu, Yukiko Amagi's awakened persona. The way some parts of its body are blurred to convey light shining from within reflects the sun goddess this persona is based on. The finalized design for Take Mikazuchi, Kanji Tatsumi's persona. This design was produced with the idea of something Kanji himself would like, with elements of lightning incorporated.
That's pretty dope. Rokten Mao.
The finalized design for Rokten Mao, Kanji Tatsumi's awakened persona. Nobunaga Oda, the daimyo of the Warring States era, was the basic inspiration for this persona's look.
Looks like a damn Iron Giant from Final Fantasy X, I swear.
The finalized design for Himiko, Rise Kujikawa's persona. It's based on the Queen of Yamatai, mentioned in historical records such as the Gishiwa Jinden. The magic she uses has been incorporated into the design as an antenna.
They should have named her persona Cerebro. That's what they should have did.
The finalized design for Kanzio, Rise Kujikawa's awakened persona. In order to show that it's more powerful than Rise's previous persona, the number of antennas on it has been increased. The finalized design for Kintoki Doji, Teddy's persona. Since the hero of the children's story Kintaro has a tomahawk, this design modernizes that concept with a missile. Interesting. Oh, look at that, the phone's ringing. The finalized design for Kamui, Teddy's awakened persona. This design was inspired by the image of a bear god. The finalized design for Sukuna Hikuna, Naoto Shirogane's persona. Its appearance was crafted with a retro anime boy character in mind.
That's a pretty cool looking persona, the moth character.
The finalized design for Yamato Takeru, Naoto Shirogane's awakened persona. It was designed to reflect Naoto, a beauty in male dress.
Alright, so that's the end of the personas. Alright, time to check out number 3. New illustrations, art galleries, and promotional art. Okay, so let's check it out. Oh, look at that.
Giants of P. This was drawn as the key
That's
image for the
cool.
PlayStation 2 release of Persona 4. In contrast to the protagonists standing before the monitors, their inner personas given form are shown on the static-laced screens. This was created as the package design for the PlayStation 2 release of Persona 4. In addition to the portraits of each of the protagonists showing their distinct personalities,
So subtle.
visual elements from the storyline are subtly worked in.
Oh, nice.
This was made to be downloadable.
Wait. There we go. My bad.
The Velvet.
Hold on. It messed up the commentary, but I had to take a picture of that one. It was just so cool. Hold on. I think I gotta take another picture. Zoom. Can we zoom out a little bit? Can we? There's no way to zoom out manually. Ah, that's weak. This is pretty cool. So I'm gonna take another picture. Oh, you take a picture and it automatically zooms out. That's fucked up.
This was made to be downloadable wallpaper on the official Persona 4 website. Since it was drawn with Christmas in mind, the Velvet Room residents wear red costumes, not seen in the main story, leaving a lasting impression.
Interesting. That's pretty cool. Give me a second here while I go freaking answer this phone, man. Oh my god. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I am back. I had to answer that phone. Like in almost every video I do now, there's always someone calling. But anyway, let's go ahead and manually choose the damn pictures and ask for the commentary to be on.
This was drawn for the cover of the August 2008 issue of Famitsu, PSP, and PS3. Behind the glasses-wearing protagonists is Izanagi, whose strong gaze reflects their determination to pursue the truth.
That's cool. I should have been doing this earlier.
This was drawn for the back cover of the August 2008 issue of Famitsu, PSP, and PS3. In contrast to that issue's front cover, the protagonists are depicted without their glasses at school, where they spend their daily lives. The warm retro shade of yellow.
So it's pretty much the same picture. Yep, it's the same picture as the other one, but without their glasses.
This piece was drawn for the cover of the August 8th, 2008 issue of Dengeki PlayStation. Yellow light is pouring out of the monitor, drawn underneath the protagonist, as if heating the power he is releasing. And it is brightly lighting up both him and his persona, Izanagi, that has appeared behind him.
Oh, what is this?
This was drawn for the September 2008 issue of Dengeki Mao. It depicts the protagonist, whose gaze is fixed upon the truth before him, and his persona, which grants him the power to grasp that truth.
That is so cool. It reminds me of Ichigo and his damn, his hollow mask. And you know what's so funny about that? Ichigo is also voiced by Johnny Young Bosch. Man, so many coincidences, it's not even funny. Oh, what the fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
This was drawn for the December 2008 issue of Play magazine. The protagonist is depicted as ready for battle, with his 2 weapons, a sword, and a persona card.
Dope. This artwork is cool.
This was drawn for the cover design of a Persona 4 tie-in novel, Amnesia of the Fog. Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko are shown with Junes apparently being projected on top of them.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even see the Junes thing until she mentioned it. That's dope.
This was drawn for the cover design of a Persona 4 tie-in novel, Your Affection. A wistful scene of a peaceful time for the protagonists is shown as if captured by a camera. This was used as the cover design.
Oh, look at that. It's got their personas too. That's dope.
Behind the lined-up protagonists are each of their personas looking in the same direction, giving it a modern, artistic feel.
That's cool. Oh, look at this.
This was used.
What the hell is Naoto grabbing at over there?
P4. The main characters are shown walking across the front and back covers, giving the viewer a heartwarming feeling.
Look at that. What is she grabbing? Well, look at this. Naoto, what are you doing? I never thought Naoto was like that. The illustration showed me the light of Naoto.
This was drawn as a pre-order bonus for a particular shop. The protagonist and Teddy are shown on a background that symbolizes their being lured into the TV world.
Alright, let's go to this one. Original bonus, Thor. That's in Japan only, I bet.
This was drawn as a pre-order bonus for a particular shop. The image shows the protagonist with his sword drawn and Naoto readying her gun.
Reset. This looks cool. Ooh. Boner activate.
This piece was drawn as a pre-order bonus for a particular shop. Rosette in her swimsuit is reminiscent of the very beginning of the game.
It's cool. It's so cool that I'm gonna do this.
This piece was drawn as a pre-order bonus for a particular shop. Rosette in her swimsuit is reminiscent of the very beginning of the game.
Ah, so that's how you do this slideshow effect. You gotta push start.
This was drawn as a pre-order bonus for a particular shop. The way Naoto and Yukiko stand back to back, gazing at the viewer, gives this design a mysterious quality.
Oh, waifu number 1!
This was drawn as a pre-order bonus for a particular shop. Chie sits in a yukata on a narrow wooden passageway, casting a cute glance at the viewer. The watermelon and fan in the background hint at a summertime scene.
As if you couldn't tell that.
This was drawn as a present card for the Persona 4 trading card set. Teddy is dressed in the clothes he wore during the cross-dressing pageant held at Yasogami High, baffling the viewer.
Persona 4 had a damn card game? Are you kidding me?
This was drawn for the Persona 4 card in the Weiss Schwarz game. Its heroic design depicts the protagonist standing in a torrent of power. Izanagi no Okami, showing his true bonds, stands behind him. This was drawn for a special Famitsu.com blog page. These images are different from the final drawings that viewers usually see, showing the artist's process in creating the characters.
Yeah, it's Naru versus Hiro down there. You see Hiro and Naru? That's dope.
This was drawn for the cover of Volume 3 of the Persona 4 drama CDs. The way the protagonist is signaling Nanako, his friends surrounding him with cheerful expressions, and the blue sky above them, gives the viewer a sense of youth.
Whoa,
this was drawn for the covers of Volume 1 and 2 of the Persona 4 drama CDs. The natural expressions of the protagonist and his friends during a moment of peace are expressive of their youth.
That's a very cool photo. I like that one.
This was drawn as the key image for the PlayStation.
Alright, so that was all of them. That was all of them. Alright, so that was all of the artwork that the Giants of P had to show. What? It still says new. I guess I didn't look at one. I guess I skipped one on accident? We didn't skip one. We seen all of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen every single one of these. Oh wait, this is saying new. Alright, so we looked at all the Giants of P here. So we are completely done at looking at all the extra content. Almost. We still got the damn arts and education. I don't know if I want to sit through this though. It's Mr. Edogawa talking for like years on end. And you know how much I hate Mr. Edogawa. I already did the midnight trivia. I already did all the scenes. I already did all this. What is this? I have no clue what this is. This might just actually show the ending right before the animated cutscenes. And then the music. What is Persona 4 Arena? We already know all this. A surprising new twist to the Persona series. Characters from P3 and P4 return in an all-out battle to survive. Why are they fighting? What brought back the Midnight Channel? Find out in Persona 4 Arena. Alright, so I guess we can end this off with the song battle. And I guess we'll do Persona My True Self. Let's watch it. And I'll end the video right after the concert. Aw, they only played the short version. I wanted them to play the long version. I'm so salty. Alright, so that's the end of that. The next time I'll record anything from Persona 4 Golden will be the new Game Plus that I will probably end up doing sometime around, probably at the end of May, probably at the end of June, probably. But anyway, that's the end of that, and I will see you guys next time for more Persona 4 Golden Redux.